Malcolm Khan here for Seconds Out with Jack Catterall. Got a date with Destiny in the rematch with Josh Taylor. Did you believe, Jack, that this fight would happen? Were there moments where you doubted that this would ever materialise, the rematch that you wanted?
Of course there were moments of doubts. I didn't believe he fancied the fight, but ultimately I think, and again from both our sides really, especially my side, I'm getting asked about it day in, day out, so it couldn't not have happened, I don't think. I think the demand's there for it, and I think he's been cornered and pressured into fighting me.
In terms of the fight this time around, what do you feel you have to do to get your hand raised, get that moment over the line, so that what happened from the first time around, from your point of view, won't happen again?
Yeah, you know what, I'm not going to go out there and think I've got to do anything crazy. I've got to go out there and beat him conclusively, and hope that we've got competent people there judging the fight. But like, as a fighter, I don't want it to be in the hands of people that I believe in the last fight wasn't up to the job. I need to go out there, and I'm confident I can go out there and do it and cement it and make it a solid victory.
I've seen some of the discussion online, and there's some people that kind of say, when they're talking about and debating about the fight, they're saying that because Josh has had that taste of fighting you and your style for the first time, he might adjust to that, and it's better for him to fight your style for the second time around because he's had that taste of it. So do you feel that you have to come a little bit different and show different parts of your game to make sure that Josh isn't fighting a similar sort of fight, or having the similar sort of Jack Catterall in the opposite corner?
I don't think he can adjust to it. He didn't adjust to it in 12 rounds last time. Timing beats speed. He's been beat since then. He's had the injuries. I think I've got the style to beat him. As long as I go away and prepare tremendously and do everything asked of me, I think I'll go out there and execute what I know I can do.
Speaking to Sam Jones in the build-up, he said, look, when it comes to that Teofimo Lopez fight and him maybe being flat in that fight, it was you who did that to him. It was you who's kind of taken that bit away from him. Do you feel that's the case? Do you feel you should be getting that form of credit in regards to what's happened post the fight with you?
Yeah, I don't seek credit or validation from anybody. I believe I beat him, and then he gone on and kind of maybe the confidence was down. He's a beaten man, and Lopez went and whooped him as well. So, but listen, it's irrelevant now. I know that in my preparations, I'm preparing for the Taylor that beat Ramirez, the best version of him, and I'll be ready for anything come April.
Bit of a shame. Do you feel it's not for the undisputed?
Yeah, listen, it'd have been nice for the belts, but it feels more personal, this one. That moment's been and gone, and it'll never happen again. To fighting for undisputed, so I can't really be hung on my emotions about that too much. I've got to go in there and beat him and be confident in my ability to then go on and win the world titles myself.
Josh was late today, and he said it's because he bought you a colouring book to give to you. I believe that you aimed at him in return. Is that what happened there?
Yeah, confusing. I don't know where the present were from. I found it strange. I found it odd. I'm very competent. I can colour, I can write, I love crayons, but they're not a present for a 30-year-old man. They're for children. And there's no backstory or nothing with that. It's strange, but again, Josh is strange, and I just found it disrespectful that he's turned up to the press conference late to go and buy crayons from the shop. Like, have a slap, sit down, let's just do what we need to do.
Yeah, just speaking to him there, it said just in terms of the mind games and the war, heading into the fight back and forths. His kind of thought and feeling is that you're not the most intelligent thing, and I don't have that feeling at all. But where do you think that comes from? Why do you think he has that opinion of you?
I don't think there is no narrative there. I think it's something that maybe, I don't know, that's a question for him. You can ask him where that arose from, because very competent, can speak, can write, it's a bit baffling. But again, if he wants to hold on to that and that gives him confidence to try and beat me in the ring, well, good luck to you.
Do you feel there's any different? You'll get to see a different form of Josh Taylor in the ring because he's changed training now from Ben Davison to Joe McKnight. Do you think Joe can get anything extra out of him?
I think at 33 years old, you're not going to change anything massively. I think Joe will have seen things in the performance against Lopez and maybe our fight when he watches it that he can try and help Josh adjust to. But whether Josh can pull that off now at 33 and do things different, I don't know. Thank you.
A couple of final questions and I'll let you go. Chantal Cameron doesn't look like she seems to be getting the trilogy fight with Katie Taylor. What's your thoughts on that if that fight doesn't materialise?
Oh, I've not read anything online. Is she not getting a fight?
It doesn't seem to be the case right now, yeah.
You know what? It's a fight that I'd watch again. It's an exciting fight. It's 1-1, so it'd be nice to see him fight again. But if that fight doesn't materialise, I'm sure they'll both go their separate ways and be involved in big fights regardless.
Do you potentially fear that fear who the judges are? Were you really keeping a strong eye and making sure your team makes sure that the judges are ones that you're happy with in place for the fight?
No, you know what? I think there was enough controversy first time round to know that all eyes are going to be on this fight and the scoring of this fight. So I'm confident they'll do the job correctly, and that's not a place for me to get involved. I'm a fighter, so I'm going to go out there and fight conclusively and beat him to take it out of their hands. But I'm confident Matchroom, Sam, the team, the British Boxing Board, they do the job correctly and the correct decision happens.
Two final predictions from you. First of all, AJ Ngannou, you watching the fight? What do you think happens?
Yeah, I watched the fight. I think AJ beats him. I think interesting after his first fight with Fury. But yeah, I think AJ beats him, and again, it's what's the word to put on that fight? It's a different kind of fight, but yeah, one that I'll be watching.
And what happens in your rematch with Josh Taylor?
Jack Catterall win conclusively.
Jack, pleasure's all mine. Thanks for being SecondsOut, sir.